Kingdom Hearts, the most convoluted series known to man. Even as convoluted and confusing as it is still one of the best and iconic series there are in gaming history. And so I'm here to provide you with how I ranked each Kingdom Hearts game. All the games are here based on the Kingdom Hearts Ultimate Collection, so 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, along with 3, and the music rhythm game. So the movies, which were basically like cutscenes only, are being ranked as a movie. I did not play them. I also didn't play any of the mobile games, so they won't be included in this list. I probably will read about them once they announce more about Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, so now that I got that out of the way, let's get to ranking. Coming in at number 10 is Kingdom Hearts Recoded. This was technically a movie in the collection, and I can't really tell you the contents of it because I fell asleep the whole time. It was so boring because it was a rehash of Kingdom Hearts 1, but now there are bugs inside of Riku or something.
Mickey! It's Riku! They put bugs in him!
What?
I woke up near the end where things actually happened, but this was during like the last 10 minutes, making the whole movie pointless except for getting an extra hour of sleep. I'm going to get some hate for this one. At number 9 is Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories. Yes, there are people that love the dungeon crawler gameplay and whatnot, but this is Kingdom Hearts. Why am I playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Against Maleficent? It's the worst thing ever.
Let's go!
Not only that, it's also a rehash of Kingdom Hearts 1 worlds in a smaller resolution and much more simplistic. Especially if you're playing this right after Kingdom Hearts 1, you're playing through all the worlds all over again. The story is actually decent and is very needed to know going on into Kingdom Hearts 2, or the 365 over 2 days. But I just don't have the heart of the cards or something. I'd rather watch cutscenes instead of throwing cards at the heartless. At number 8 is Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Holy, this was terrible. All the worlds may be new, but they're all terrible except for one. The Pokemon system where you catch the heartless, Dream Eaters, and they fight for you. 1, they look weird. 2, why am I playing Pokemon? It makes no sense. And you also have to play as Sora and Riku in 2 separate stories. However, you're on a timer, and if that timer runs out, even during a boss fight, it force switches you into the other character. And it's so frustrating, especially if you're on a good part of Sora's story and you're forced out of it. The only good thing really about this game is the addition of the flow motion, because it was cool. The story makes the overall story more complicated and more convoluted, but I mean, that's typical of Kingdom Hearts. Now we got the terrible entries out of the way. Everything hereafter are games that I enjoyed to a certain extent. So at number 7 is Kingdom Hearts 365 over 2 days. Yes, you heard that right. I thought this movie was better than Re-Chain of Memories and Dream Drop Distance. The Seesaw Trio is very lovable, Roxas is a cool character, I love his dynamic with Xion, and the pacing in my opinion with the movie is really good. I just wish Square Enix fully remakes this, because I know there will be a lot of people playing this, including myself. At number 6 is Kingdom Hearts A Fragmentary Passage. I think it was supposed to be like a tech demo for Kingdom Hearts 3, so the total game time is only 2 to 3 hours, but even though it's really short, it was very entertaining. I think it only had 2 areas and a boss where Aqua was fighting herself. That was an iconic fight, and if this game was 10 hours longer, this would be higher on the list for sure. At number 5, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Yes, I got the rhythm game here. I know what you're thinking. But Jedi, how can you put a Yu-Gi-Oh spin-off and a Pokemon spin-off at the bottom, but a Guitar Hero spin-off in the top 5? Yes. But there's no story except for the ending cutscene. I know. So why is it so high on the list? Because the music in this series is so good, and replaying all the music made me appreciate the work in making the music for all of the games. Obviously, if you don't like the music, or you don't think it's anything special, you'll have it low on your own personal list. But for someone like me who thinks the music is one of the main pillars of a Kingdom Hearts game, then this is a real treat for us. And also doing the boss music on the hardest difficulty was really fun to do on this. At number 4, we got the game that started it all, Kingdom Hearts 1. The game was released in 2002, which was the year I was born, coincidentally, and I think it started showing its age about 3 years ago. Which isn't a bad thing, but it's apparent enough to not be in the top 3. This is standard Kingdom Hearts. Anything below this is a spin-off or some sort of, I don't know, dream drop. But Kingdom Hearts 1, good music, good world choice, simple story, everything is just good. And only thing really is like the movement and combat is a bit aged, but for a game that's pretty much like 20 years old, it's to be expected. At number 3, we got Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm also going to include the Remind DLC into this. The Remind DLC is really just more content for the last area of the game and a really fun post-game boss gauntlet. And now with the base game, it was really fun. This is probably the best looking game in the series. People who say Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2 had the best graphics or character models are delusional. Are you telling me Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora will not look out of place in worlds like Frozen or Toy Story? No. So they have to modernize the character models as Disney modernizes their own like art style and animation style, or whatever it's called. I don't know, I'm not an expert. But I honestly think Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora looks really good too. The world choices are the best as well here. The only problem is that it failed to incorporate like the Kingdom Hearts story into each of the worlds. In fact, there's no like meaningful story until you get to like the last world, and that's when things start happening. But yeah, good worlds, no story. Combat is fluid, flashy, and the boss fights, especially in the Remind DLC, are really tough and really fun to do. But like I said, if the story was actually incorporated well into the worlds, this would have easily been the best Kingdom Hearts game by far. And at number 2, I have Kingdom Hearts 2. It's basically Kingdom Hearts 1, but better. Has reaction commands, nerfed heal crutching, introduced Roxas, Organization 13, more worlds, more combat options. You could say it was the perfect sequel, and I think that's justified. I mean, there's not much for me to say that hasn't been said already. A lot of people have this as their best game ever, but for why I have this at number 2 and not at number 1 was that I didn't like half the worlds personally, and even though I love Roxas and playing as him, for a very extended amount of time was very weird. And you were in Twilight Town for a while too, and like, I get it's supposed to build up suspense and to continue on from Chain of Memories / Days, but it shouldn't be for that long. But really, it's just a personal preference. And you can probably guess what's at number 1. Yep, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep is peak Kingdom Hearts. Everything is great. Great story, great characters, great bosses. The story structure is what impressed me the most here. 3 different characters going through the same 3 worlds have 3 different experiences. Terra will start at a world, Aqua will take the middle third, and then Ventus will see the conclusion of the world. And they'll juggle these roles on all 9 worlds, which is really cool to see. And the only bad thing about this title is the world choices themselves. It's not the greatest choices, especially when we're comparing it to like a game like Kingdom Hearts 3, for example. But it can't be neglected because of just how strong the story structure was, and the story themselves just carry this title. On top of that, there's even like an epilogue with Aqua after the dramatic ending that leads into Fragmentary Passage perfectly. The combat's really fun, crafting moves and spells is really fun to do, and experimenting made it really fun and enjoyable when you're playing it on other characters. Everything about this game is really good, and I love it, and I will defend this as the best game ever, unless, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 4 blows my mind, but we'll see. So yeah, that's my list. I'm curious what your guys' favorite Kingdom Hearts game is, and if you guys are excited about Kingdom Hearts 4. Because I know I wake up every day, and I check if there's any news about it, which there has been a lack of, sadly. But yeah. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. See you later.